welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. It is entertainment today. Entertainment TADA for Wise. We're going to talk about what is trending. What is trending right now is the Super Bowl. Did you watch the Super Bowl last night? Well, if you didn't, I'm going to give a brief rundown of what happened. We did take a poll, and I say we because there is no me without you, or vice versa. So we did take a poll on here, and 78% of you said that you felt that the Patriots was going to win. But unfortunately, the Patriots did not win last night. They did not win the game. The Seahawks won at all. They did win last night. So that is to confirm that the Seahawks did win the Super Bowl. I like to engage with you all on the channel through polls so that we all can talk back and forth and for me to know what you are thinking. So that is what those polls are for. Of course, it is never a right or wrong answer. It is what you think, and we are all entitled to our opinions. Never at no time will we, I want us to go back and forth with each other to debate or anything. You are free to be yourself on here as well as me being myself. Jay-Z is the person behind the Super Bowl. He is the person behind the Super Bowl. If you watched the Super Bowl, you did see Rock Nation come up. That is because he is the big name that is behind that. There is a couple of videos talking about that because I have been on the platform for 6 years now. This is not something that I'm new to it, but I am true to it. Baby, I'm very fluent about to do it. Hey, you know I got to rap sometimes. I am also a rapper, and I also like to have fun on my live. I think that's what you're missing is my personality a lot when you're clicking in and out of videos. You will see in my videos toward the end that I am very, you could tell from the scripting that that is me. Just because it is a voiceover does not mean it's not me. It is definitely me. And this is also me because I love to cook. There are some videos of me cooking, and there's also some videos of recipes on the channel. Benny Blanco, if you're a Benny Blanco fan that is married to Selena Gomez, he has a cookbook recipe. There was a recipe that I was going to add to the channel last year that I didn't. So, of course, we might go over that. That's going to be with Doritos. And boy, I love to eat, so I might try that out. So, you might be looking at this like, what is this? What is this? It is chili. It is a bowl of chili with cornbread. Yes, sirski. I love to cook. That's what I love to cook. I I like I like tasting. Like right now, I'm into other dishes, which means other cultures. So I have been cooking a lot of other cultures stuff lately, and I'm like, OMG, it is very good. So, of course, there is different cultures on my channel, and that is very important. Hey, how are you doing? Appreciate the hey. What I'm talking about is my channel, what is trending on my channel. I do entertainment news. That's why the word entertainment is there. I give you bits and pieces of me. It is a new week. So, of course, I want to start off with BIG, big energy. I don't really thank you for the like. I appreciate that. I do not really like negative content. I do not like negative vibes. That is something that I do not sit well with on this uh, live or on my channel at all. I screen my channel. If you see in the comment section before you clicked into the live, it did have a disclaimer about what I approve of on my channel. Be respectful, be kind, keep to the topic. Though it was three things that you clicked on before you came into the live. So no, I'm just not going to let you get out of pocket. I thought this was pretty cool right here. Like I said, I don't do biased content, and some of these topics I do not know about until I research them. They have been at the Super Bowl 60 years. They have been friends for 60 years. That is amazing. So, from my understanding, they have never missed a Super Bowl. If you blow it up right here, you can see the logo on that shirt. So, of course, there's content for every age group and everybody on my channel. It's not a certain age, it's not a certain thing. So, make sure that you know that. And not all content is going to be for, not all content is going to be, geared toward, I want to say E for everyone. That's my main thing, is E for everyone. Now, Coco Jones, she did sing last night ahead of the Super Bowl. I didn't want to get a copyright, but she did. I think, and this is me personally, I think she did an amazing job. I did try to cover some of that my in my footage of my new videos. But of course, like I said, on this platform, you have to be very careful because you can get a copyright. And that is, I've been on here for 6 years. I just got monetized, and that is something that I'm definitely not willing to risk just to get views. I don't do, clickbait. I'm very much against that. I research all of my topics. Every single thing is researched. Super Bowl pre-party. So there was plenty of Madden bowls. Is that Steve Madden? Yes. Steve Madden. I want to say something because I used to wear Steve Madden, but that's what I was thinking. So, Steve Madden, for you that don't know, it is geared towards sports. So, we talk about sports, we talk about music, or anything that is trending, which is a form of entertainment channel. Anywho, getting back to this, at Super Bowl pre-party, you can see the couple, and this is one of the couples that is on the channel that gets a lot of views. Most of the videos get a lot of views, so I do try to cover them every so often. I'm not going to, do every single thing that they do, but I do cover it. So if there is a playlist or a podcast, it is going to be because I'm going to go back and I'm going to cover that particular topic somewhere along the line. We are now looking at the post section. The post section is where you'll see me put my videos, see my polls, and this was the last live yesterday. This was a live that I did. I went live a couple times yesterday. I wanted to make sure that I always keep my word. So yesterday, before that live end, it was one subscriber. Thank you for that. It was five people that said something or reoccurrences in the live. Liking the content is always important. Commenting is always important. Being respectful is also important. And then we have 43. So just because it looks like one or two people in here, you do not know how many people are in the live until it's over. So it's never just one or two people. If you're one of those people, oh, you just got one or two. No. When I click out of the live and I reshare it, you will see that it's more than one or two. Now, this is ahead of the kickoff Super Bowl 60, like we were talking about. This is where you, if you listen very carefully, you will hear Coco in that footage. But of course, copyrights I don't want. Now, she did do Super Bowl, or she has been on the field before. Not necessarily the Super Bowl, but she has been on the field to sing before. That's Coco in 2026. And then if you swipe, thank you for the like. I appreciate that. If you swipe, you'll see she was back at age 9. There is going to be some kid content on the channel, but it's restricted to do that, so I don't always do that. If I'm going too fast, I apologize, but I'm just making sure to cover everything. I think I'm a little bit different because I'm the type of person that previews the channel and go through the channel with you. This was me at a Super Bowl. This was my first Super Bowl experience. Man, listen. Y'all knew that was coming if you're a part of the live. That's like my go-to word. I'm going to put that on some merch, right? And there is merch also available on my channel. So therefore, let me tell you something, baby. It is, oh my goodness. If you ever get the money or the time to go to the Super Bowl, do it, do it, do it. Because I love that energy. Big energy. Love that. but that's my personal opinion. This was another live that took place yesterday. We had 190 in the live. I haven't been going live as much this year, but I will start going live again because I appreciate you all. I like to take time to say I appreciate you. Thank you for your likes, comments, super chats, and super stickers. As you can see, no chats or super stickers. That's perfectly fine. You don't always have to do that. And this channel is not about me. So at no time are you just supposed to be asking any kind of questions geared toward me. The more you share of yourself, the more I might would open up. But I did share toward the beginning of the live. And then, like I said, I am very big on personality. So if you listen, you will hear my personality. Because sometimes I can be opinionated. But like I said, once again, your opinion, my opinion is never wrong. We all have the right to think and live as we choose. Now, that live particularly, that was about the question that they were generating. That's why I kind of threw off the topic because the AI or whatever that's going on with the platform, they ask questions. I see them. I'm not answering it. Final answer. Now, I might see something that I will ask, but a lot of those are ones that I've already answered prior to this live. I don't know why they keep asking me the same questions over and over again. Now, once again, Super Bowl 60 on the way. This was before the Super Bowl yesterday. We had 190 in the live. We had another subscriber. We didn't have any super chats or super stickers in that live either. Like I said, you don't have to donate. I appreciate to everyone who has donated because, of course, there is and has been donations. I appreciate that. That's not something you have to do. So it's definitely appreciated. We had, of course, comments in the chat. I don't know if I always see them because they do make sure to weed out my comments. I love them for that. They protect us a lot on this platform. So if you're in my live thinking you're going to be loose-lipped and you're going to be able to call me out of my name and say things that's inappropriate, they are not going to let that fly. They definitely protect us a lot. And I have a lot of protection on this channel. Far as guidelines of what I want on here, I want you to be respectful and kind. I want you to allow people to have say and do as they want to do. No cursing. I do not allow cursing either. There should not be any profanity on my channel at all. Now, I know you get some channels that do that. That's not going to be seen here because I do want children to be. A lot of my lives have children in them, actually. All last year, I knew that I had children in my life. I don't want someone to feel like they can't come and enjoy my channel because of whatever kind of behaviors. So at no time when I'm covering crime news or any kind of news am I engaging you to participate in any kind of behavior. Absolutely not. Now, as you can see right here, if you're not paying attention, there is going to be videos in there of actual people. This is not AI generated. First of all, I do not know how to do deep fakes. I think that's what it's called. Personally, myself, don't know how to do that. Do not know how to do that. And I'm so against fake anything. I'm too real to be fake. And that's why I make sure to put that label on my channel saying altered because it is AI scripted by me, meaning that I write the script, but there is a voiceover used. That is why that is there. But if you take the time to listen thoroughly to the videos, you will see those scripts are made by me, produced by me. Yeah, I'm going to irritate you. Okay, we're not doing that. Once again, like I said, if you're going to comment in my comment section, make sure that you are using English. I will definitely remove you from my comment section if you're trying to do anything other than English. And there should never be any question marks in my live because if you're listening, then you should know exactly what I'm saying. And I know you've seen the guidelines to my channel before you clicked on my channel. You have to say yes to those. I don't take negative comments, so yes, you are bi because I just told you I removed people from my platform. So even if you do let anything slide, that I'm going to remove you myself. Because once again, some of you are bots. Number one, you have not been verified. Number two, you're not in your best behavior. Number three, at no time, or if you don't like the channel, it's plenty of other channels out there. So you didn't have to announce that you were removing yourself from the live because I did that for you. Because I think you felt some type of way when you tried to put the question marks up there. I'm not going to go back and forth and babysit the live. You should know how to talk. You should know how to act. You know, that's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for a drama. I don't do drama. I don't do clickbait. Ain't nothing fake about nothing. If that's what you want, negativity. You're not going to find it here. And I'm big on removing people from my channel. I think I've already addressed that. Now let's keep going. Are you hosting a watch party? Any of these polls, like I said, are not ever right or wrong. They're never right or wrong. You do have the right to your own personal opinion, as long as you do it respectfully. So, of course, 75% said yes, they were hosting. And I do hope that you all are safe and that you are enjoying your day after the festivities, because I do know that the Super Bowl is a big day to celebrate for most of us. And just like I don't want you to be rude to me, you shouldn't be rude back. You know what I'm saying? Be mindful. That's my whole thing. Don't talk to me negative, because I'm not going to allow you to do that. I'm not. Period. That's why I'm still here. You know, that's exactly why I'm still here. I will remove your comments quickly. I will remove you quickly. I'm not one of those people that are worried about how many subscribers I have. I want authentic subscribers. I want people that are going to like without me saying like. I want people that's going to comment, how you doing? Have a nice day. If your first comment on my channel is being negative, then you're going to get removed immediately. I'm not even going to acknowledge it. I'm just going to remove you, because that's how important my channel is. I should not have to tell you, be nice, be kind, be respectful. No, 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 no. Now, are you watching the Super Bowl? No right or wrong answer. Again, it says I didn't watch. A lot of us didn't watch. You want to know the truth? I really didn't watch the Super Bowl either. I didn't. I was too busy doing videos for the platform, because all of my videos are researched before I put them up. 90% of my time in my videos are me researching. So I really didn't watch the Super Bowl. I was in and out of the Super Bowl. I'm just going to be honest. I'm a very honest person. I'm very honest, brutally honest. So I didn't watch the Super Bowl either. Nope, I didn't. I have my own personal reasons why I don't watch the Super Bowl. But I am very aware of what the Super Bowl was about. Who won the Super Bowl was the Seahawks. The Seahawks did win the Super Bowl. They did win. A lot of you said in the poll that Patriots going to win. They did not win. Bad Bunny was the halftime show. Bad Bunny was the headliner. I didn't watch that either. I'm really, that's why I say I don't do biased content. Because just because I have him on my channel or I talk about the Super Bowl did not mean I was going to watch it. This is not really a political channel. Everybody got the right to their own views. So please, at no time should you be making any